I'm gonna get straight to the point here. If you want men to start viewing you as a high value woman, start treating you with the utmost respect, the only thing that you need to do is start giving yourself that energy first. I swear, if you start walking around believing that you are a blessing to be around, like every man is blessed to be around you, you offer so much value, they will start to literally view you that way. They will be doing everything for you. They would want to do anything for you. Why? Because you created that identity for yourself, and they are just mirroring it back to you.
A lot of women want gifts and they want a man to spoil them and treat them like a princess. But when a man actually does that, they feel guilty because he's spending money on her. And even though she wants the thing that he's offering her, she'll be like, oh no, it's okay. Like, you don't have to do this. You didn't have. But listen, I want you to stop feeling so guilty every time a man spends money on you. And here's why. Masculine men get satisfaction out of being useful and having purpose in your life. So when you do not let your man spoil you, you might think you're doing him a favor by making his life easier, but in reality, you are robbing him of the opportunity to feel like a man for you. I want you to stop being so apologetic every time a man spends money on you and start believing that you are worth it and that it benefits him as much as it benefits you.
Have you ever wondered what makes men actually give princess treatment? Because if you knew exactly why and when men give princess treatment to women, wouldn't that make it so much easier for you to get that from any man you're dating? It's exactly why on today's live show, we're going to be discussing how to receive princess treatment from men. That way you can be the queen who has all the other peasants wondering why all the men that you date are always willing to crawl on glass just to get a sniff of your seat. Join the show.
Let's talk about princess treatment that every single girl is wanting. Firstly, I'm going to explain what true princess treatment actually is. Women biologically are driven to find a man that makes them feel safe so that they feel like they are completely protected, they're in security, they've got everything that they need, they've got their hero, their provider for them to be able to have children. So a way that a man shows that to you is not by the gifts that he gives you when you're first dating. Although they're really nice, that's not showing you the values and the foundations of that person as a man. I want to know how he listens to you, how he comforts you when you're going through a difficult time, his emotional regulation. I want to know how he treats his mother and his sister. I want to know how he speaks about women. How does that man make you feel? Safety, security, and protection, that is princess treatment. A man just like mine who whenever I need support or I need something doing for me, he bends over backwards to do it, to make my life easy and to make me happy. Will drop everything to put me first. Not only do I have full faith and trust in this relationship and have unwavering belief in his loyalty towards me, so I have no fears that this guy is going anywhere, but every single day, and especially in the days when I need it most, he does things to show me how available he is for me. And now you need to become the version of you that's going to attract that kind of man in. You can't do that from a broken heart with an anxious attachment, wounds from your past that are still your internal dialogues and subconscious beliefs, because how your subconscious mind works is it unconsciously seeks out people who are familiar to all of those dynamics that broke your heart in the first place. You will be attracted to somebody that makes you feel like you've got to win their love, prove yourself and chase after them. Until you heal your attachment style, you will be attracted to people who are there to just basically reject and abandon you, because that's what you're used to, that's how you're programmed, that's what you expect, it's what you believe is familiar, it's how you identify whether you're aware of it or not. This is the process that my girls go through in the High Value Woman Activation. It's a full-on therapy formula to heal your relationship with yourself, to completely elevate yourself from your past, all that shit that occurred that you didn't ask for, to transform your belief systems and to elevate your emotional state of being into that girl version of you that's going to be so magnetic to love, because you will be so happy in and of yourself, with and without anybody else. You will feel fulfilled, whole, content, and in love with life, like the luckiest girl ever vibes. And from that place, you expect the best of yourself, you see the best of yourself, you think very highly of yourself, you know your worth, you're expensive, you're not just going to give yourself to anybody, and you can then also see through the eyes of love for your partner, building that faith, trust, and the things that we need to make it long term. Problem most relationships have is that you are seeing your partner or the person you're dating through a projection of things that have happened to you in the past. So that shit has to go. And when you don't see your value and you don't love yourself, nobody else is ever going to be able to.
Okay, we need to touch base on princess treatment. What is it and how can you get it? Princess treatment is actually what you get when a man is absolutely obsessed with you, when he is, seeing you as wife material. He is treating you thereafter, and he's giving you like all the love and the respect that you deserve in your relationship with him. He values you. He is never, acting in a disrespectful way towards you, and he is making you a priority. He is allocating his time together with you, and he is always making sure that you are feeling well and that you are cared for. Just the way that you care for him, eventually. See, I didn't mention gifting there, because a lot of the time I hear people go like, well, it's princess treatment is him buying me all these expensive bags and taking me on the expensive trips and blah, 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 blah. But it has nothing to do with that. It can be completely detached from a luxurious lifestyle or being extremely overly generous. This is more about how he makes you feel and how he treats you. And when he is treating you in such a way that you feel like a princess, your entire nervous system is going to relax. And when your nervous system is relaxed because he is treating you so well, amazing things will happen, because this is when you can tap into your divine feminine energy, and this is where you are extremely connected with your intuition and with your peace, with your creativity, and he will benefit from this. Because men aren't as intuitive as we are, and our intuition is something that we use in order to help him and guide him and his life. So in order to arrive there, to get that treatment, you need to look into how you are treating yourself. Like, what are your boundaries? Do you have any? Do you respect yourself? Do you love yourself? Because you have to come to that stage where you are so insanely full of yourself that you you don't have time to care about little things, and that you are fine. You were fine before you met him, so if he leaves, you will still be fine, because your happiness is not defined or dependent on him. When you are so full of yourself that you just love the shit out of everything that you are, that is when that is where the true magic happens. Because when someone sees that you are treating yourself with such respect, you are not, you know how to eat right, you know how to make your bed right, you are cleaning your home, you are taking care of your skin, you are, looking the best that you can, you are dressing in a proper way. And I'm not saying you have to be rigid and dress like old-fashioned old money, and you need to know how to present yourself in an attractive way. And when you have arrived there, you meet this man, he will be, he will take you off the market instantly. But don't let him. Don't be too quick. You have to, at first, you have to know if he is really the one. And also, men loves to chase. So even if you know that you met the Mr. Right, let him wait a little bit. He will only get more obsessed with you. And when he's obsessed with you, you will be more obsessed with him. And this is the natural energy of the feminine and the masculine, and how they are moving and dancing together. I wish you all a lovely evening, and I will post a little bit more about this because it's a very interesting subject. And I think if more people would learn how to love themselves and how to be full of themselves and how to treat themselves, how to act as high value people, the world would be a better place. So big kiss and take care.
This is literally the secret to getting any man to give you princess treatment and to spoil the living hell out of you. I've talked about this so much, but I never heard it put in this word, and I'm just like in shock. So I got the Miracle Journal, and it talks about law of assumption. And so this is what I have been talking about on my page this whole time. If you want a man to give you princess treatment and you want him to spoil you, then you need to act as if you are the kind of woman who receives princess treatment and who is spoiled. You need to assume that that is the kind of man that he already is. You need to assume that's kind of the treatment that you already have. Stop getting mad at him for not doing the things that you want him to do. Stop getting mad at him for not opening the door, because you're further affirming to him and in your reality and to your subconscious that you are not the kind of woman who gets treated like a princess. And if you want my formula for becoming the woman internally who gets princess treatment, you can download it right now in my bio. So once you internally become the kind of woman who gets princess treatment, you have the self-talk internally. You're like, you truly believe that you should be spoiled, that men should just spoil the ground that you walk on and worship you, then you have to use the law of assumption to act and expect these things that are going to be happening. But this is the difference, right? You might be expecting that he opens the door for you or buys you special gifts, and it's more like in a negative way. It's more of a way in lack. But if you're using the law of assumption in the right way, you feel happy because he already opened the door for you in your mind. You feel happy because he already bought you the gift in your mind. You feel grateful. You're feeling feelings of positivity. You're feeling happy. And he's going to pick up on that. And because the law of assumption literally states that your dominant belief and your identity is going to be mirrored externally with him or with other people, then that will actually happen.
This is how to get princess treatment from every single man, every single time. At the end of the day, it does not come down to your looks. It is all about your energy. Number one, you need to be open to receive. If you have resistance receiving stuff from people, if someone wants to give you a gift or pay for something and you're just like, no, I can take care of it myself, you need to stop doing that. Because right now, if people are wanting to do stuff for you, but you are declining it or feeling as though you are not deserving of it, that someone else deserves it more than you, it's going to be really hard to get that princess treatment because you don't feel that you deserve it. And you achieve this by working on your self-concept. You need to view yourself as deserving of that is just the bare minimum. And when you view yourself that way, naturally the men in your life have no choice but to show up that way because you're viewing yourself like a queen. So obviously the men in your life have no choice but to reflect that thought because everyone is just reflecting the way that you think and feel about yourself. Number two, use these affirmations because they work really fast. It is normal for me to receive princess treatment. The men in my life naturally just want to provide for me and take care of me. There is just something about my energy that makes me so irresistible. I deserve to be treated like a queen. Save this video and say those affirmations every day for like at least 5 minutes a day and you will get crazy results.
You're not receiving princess treatment. Goddess, is this true? You're telling me you're living your life, going out there, living it daily, and you're not receiving princess treatment? This has to change right the fuck now. He's going to be obsessed with you. He's going to be so freaking obsessed with you. And here's the thing. It's not just going to be him. It's going to be every guy on this planet. No more of this bad dates. No more of you having to pay. No more splitting the bill. No more of not receiving flowers, gifts, love, money. That's changing right the fuck now. What I want you to do when you're going to sleep tonight, I want you to envision the future you, the goddess version of yourself. Who is this girl? Who is this goddess? Who is this princess? Who the fuck is she? How many guys are worshiping her? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? The world is yours, baby. You just have to start seeing it that way. You have to change the way that you perceive about yourself. It all starts with you. If you don't believe you're a goddess, no one else will.
No one listens to me when I say that the number one thing you need to do to get the princess treatment is to look feminine, okay? I'm gonna share with you 2 things that happened to me yesterday. So first of all, I went to have coffee with my grandma, and the waiter noticed that I had my nails done. So he said, let me help you open this bottle of water so you don't ruin your nails. Who is going to ruin their nails with a bottle of water? Who? On the same day this happened, I catched an Uber and the man told me, let me know the exact place you need to be so you don't have to walk in those heels. When you look and feel feminine, men will treat you like a fragile little princess. Believe me, try it once. Just try it and report back to me. Do your nails, do your makeup, put on a cute little dress, it has to be a dress, put on heels and report back to me, okay? Believe me.
I am finally teaching you how to do the princess method. Princess method is a method I created that will enable you to manifest princess treatment. Because today we're going to go through it. Really define what princess treatment looks like to you. Exactly, right, in detail. What is the princess treatment that you want? What is your ideal relationship? Tell me this. Me and my partner have a healthy, loving relationship. Step 2. You are then going to write about who is the type of woman that you need to become in order to manifest that kind of treatment. Or how do your beliefs need to change in order to manifest that kind of treatment. A lot of you say that you want princess treatment, but you're still entertaining exes or people that don't serve you or people that disrespect you. Write down the 2.0 version of me. Only if you're actually serious about manifesting love. Only if you're actually serious about manifesting princess treatment. Go to my link in bio right now. I'm giving so many tips away inside my email list. You can grab that to my page. Number 1, you need to stop initiating things, right? That's chasing energy. That's masculine energy. And the final thing is you need to start doing the work. Daily practice where you sit down for 5 minutes a day or even throughout the day, where you need to make sure your self-concept, which means your thinking pattern, your belief system is on point. For example, if you want to manifest princess treatment, okay, well, how would a princess think? In terms of manifesting your dream relationships, she would not be acting desperate. She wouldn't be acting desperate. Have some affirmations, write 3 affirmations down that remind you of who you want to become. These affirmations be your daily anthem, and you'll be receiving princess treatment in no time. But if you're honestly serious about manifesting princess treatment, sign up to my email list because it would change your entire life. Happy manifesting, and I'll see you in the next video.
For every single guy who's ever wanted to date me, I've always told them that I've only ever gotten princess treatment in all of my relationships. And funny enough for me, I have only ever gotten princess treatment. Even if you had been treated badly in the past, it's so important to never bring that up in future relationships. As in, you never ever tell your prospective partner that you had been treated badly, because it basically gives them permission to treat you bad. However, if you tell them that you've only ever been treated well, like the creme de la creme from all of your past relationships, they will think in their mind that you will never expect anything less than the best. They will know that if they choose to date you, there will never be times where acting sus is okay or cheating is okay. Anything that is out of the princess treatment realm is something that is unacceptable, and you will leave. Why would you sit and accept anything that is less than your norm, which is the creme de la creme?
Princess treatment isn't anything else. Princess treatment is showing us actions that we could tell you are thinking about us. So for example, think from our perspective and how you can ease in our lives a little bit. It's literally just as simple as when we're walking and we're wearing cold short dress and heels. Don't you think we're gonna be a little cold when you're wearing 2 jackets and jeans? So think about it. Would she be cold? Should I offer one of my jackets? Would she like water? How would she like this experience better? Like maybe you can tie our shoes when we're wearing a skirt, because skirts show down there and we don't want to be uncomfortable. So it's just being considerate and thinking from girls' perspective. That's literally princess treatment, not anything else.
If you want the princess treatment, if you want him to treat you better than anyone's ever treated you, then I'm going to give you the 5-step blueprint guide, okay? Step number 1, the cognitive dissonance principle. People act the way you tell them that you expect them to act. When you're nagging somebody and you're telling them that they never treat you well, that they're a piece of shit and all that stuff, they're more likely to keep treating you that way. The brain does not like to not meet expectations. Try telling the person who doesn't treat you like a princess that you love the way they treat you and you know that they're always going to come through for you. I know you don't want to hear it, but you'll be surprised. People don't like to let people down when it's actually said in that way. Next, the mirror effect. Treat yourself literally how you want that person to treat you. So you sitting there, running yourself ragged into the ground, never doing anything nice for you, never getting your hair done, never having a nice meal ever in your life, and then demanding that somebody else gives you princess treatment or looks after you does not coincide. You need to already give yourself, or try to give yourself, the lifestyle, the soft life that you are demanding from somebody else. Do those things for yourself that you love. Buy yourself flowers, take yourself on a nice date, all those things, and then tell him, oh my God, I had such an amazing time. I took myself to this cafe. It was wonderful, without saying, you'd never take me there. Don't do that. 3, gratitude amplifies generosity. That's the rule. I know you don't want to hear it, but you've got to genuinely be grateful. You've got to see positive in that person. You've got to tell them how great they are. If you feel genuine gratitude for the thing you have, say you don't have a very nice car, but you're grateful for the not very nice car, you will eventually get a nicer car. So gratitude. Next rule is set the royal standard. Demonstrate that you won't settle for less. If they invite you to do something less than you would set as a standard for yourself, write down your standard. Don't say yes. If it's a last minute thing, don't say yes. For me, being treated like a princess is being a priority. It's not necessarily luxury goods, okay? So if somebody's not doing that for me, I will not lower the royal standard. Last but not least, the art of reciprocity. And that does not mean if he buys you a coffee, you buy him a tea the next day. That does not mean if he buys you a bracelet, you buy him a necklace. No, you need to be reciprocal in the feminine way. And that is, instead of being like, oh, what do I owe you, bro? You say thank you, genuinely, looking at him in the eye, thank you, and enjoying it because he's getting your energy in return for treating you like a princess.
I am about to spoil you so much. If you're ready to receive the princess treatment that you are wanting from your specific person, or literally anyone you want, listen to this, because it's literally, I'm giving you the secret to manifesting princess treatment, to becoming the love magnet. I've literally changed my self-concept to at a point I'm getting messages like this, and so can you. The top thing that I need you to know, it is all within your identity. It is not about looking prettier, changing your physical appearance. Like, yes, you may feel better, but I promise you right now, 20% like physical, 80% is all about your energy. It's about your mindset. When I was insecure, had a low self-concept. If you have a low self-concept, let me just quickly do a run through so you can check the boxes. Number 1, are you putting your specific person on the pedestal? Are you watching countless videos on how to get your specific person obsessed? Low self-concept. Number 2, are you viewing your specific person higher than you on a pedestal? Are you thinking, oh my God, how can I make them obsessed with me? How can I make them want me? It's coming from this desperate, needy energy. You're checking their social media. You're wondering, when are they going to choose me? Pick me. That is a low self-concept, when perhaps you don't feel worthy of love. It was literally in your shoes, was I felt like I wasn't worthy of love, and that was manifesting in my physical reality. And this is why I'm saying you can do as many manifestation techniques you want. I guarantee you will either come back to me to do one-on-one exclusive coaching, or you'll join my workshop, because you're going to realize that no manifestation techniques are going to work unless you change your self-concept. Because is it true that you can manifest a text by just saying a few affirmations? 100% you can, but do you really just want a text? Because they could say, oh, I have a girlfriend, I don't want you, and that is not what you want. You to become this new version of you, I want you to start acting now on that you are a princess, that you are worthy of the princess treatment, that you need to be in this embodied state on like, how do you want people to perceive you? Like, put it in the comments. How do you want people to perceive you? How do you want people to treat you? How do you want your specific person to treat you? And the reason why these techniques aren't working out for you, these other techniques, the reason why you're just doing affirmations and you're not seeing the progress that you want to see, is because you're not doing the self-concept shift. It is when you choose a new identity, a new story, that is when results always follow. That is how my clients are manifesting their dream relationships, and so have I, because we're shifting who we are at a core instead of just doing a few affirmations. Because it's when you start thinking that you are the prize, that you are worthy of love, you can literally manifest anybody you want But it's when you put your other person on the pedestal and you view them as like this almost God, that is why it's so hard for you to manifest them, because you built up resistance. And if you want to change that, the work is then you're changing your self-concept. And if you want more guidance, you follow and join my manifestation workshop. All they're doing is changing their self-concept, and you're literally going to watch your reality change.
Just trust me, repeat after me. I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. The partner I seek is also seeking me, and I now release any blocks that are standing between us. I always get princess treatment, and it is always working out for me. Fall for more.
If you saw my last video on the princess technique, you're probably wondering, what is the princess technique and why is it so effective? The princess technique is a concept that you can use anytime you have a crush, or you're in a situationship, or you're feeling unsure of a connection that you're in. So the first thing you're gonna do is imagine yourself as a princess, okay? You're sitting on your throne, you're dressed up, you have the princess vibes going. Do you guys feel it? Because like, I feel it. Now, you're gonna start imagining yourself getting things, gifts, offers, romantic dates, all of the beautiful things that a princess gets and is entitled to. Ooh, I feel those gifts coming. Do you guys feel it? Like, feel the vibes right now, really feel it. Now, I want you to think of your crush or this person you're in a situationship with. You're gonna deeply ask yourself, what is this person offering me? What are they actually offering me? It could be love, it could be friendship, companionship, but it could also be nothing. Like, they could literally be offering you nothing. When you can remember that actually you're the princess, you're the one with offers coming to you with plenty of options, you make yourself more attractive. Because girl, you're only willing to entertain offers that actually honor you.
To cultivate the princess mindset, you need to do these 3 things. Number 1, and it's the most important one in my opinion, positive self-image. You need to appreciate your unique qualities and celebrate your accomplishments. Look, when you feel good about yourself, it radiates through your body language and interactions, thus making you more captivating. Now, men who value authenticity are more likely to be attracted to women who radiate acceptance and embraces their true self. Number 2, self-empowerment. Princesses take charge. They're royalty. They know they have power and they know how to use it. By taking charge of your life, you assert your independence and autonomy. Point blank, men respect women who respect themselves and make decisions that are aligned with their morals. Number 3, princess treatment mindset includes carrying yourself with grace. This is your feminine energy power. You need to embody qualities such as grace and charm, because then you're going to create this alluring presence that's going to draw men closer to you. I want you to remember that the princess treatment is all about valuing yourself, setting boundaries, and expecting to be treated with love and care. It's not about entitlement or demanding special treatment. It's about attracting the right partners who appreciate you and cherish you for who you are.
Well, sorry, sweetie, you're not going to get the princess treatment that you're looking for. You need to act like how you want to be treated, because again, you show people how to treat you. So if you don't treat yourself like a princess and you don't act like a princess, you don't act like a woman that's feminine and ready to be taken care of, he's going to treat you the way you treat yourself, like a man.
If you want men to treat you as a princess, you need to be fragile. Let me explain. You see this glass here? I'm afraid to drop it because it's gonna break and I will have no glass. Now, you see this wooden thing here? I can throw it, I can drop it, I can do whatever, and I don't care because nothing will happen. Same works for you. When you are sensitive and fragile, men care about your well-being. Are you cold? Are you hungry? How's your mood? They're doing all these things because they're afraid to break and lose you. And when you are like, I'm ready to run all day with no food, with no rest, and you can give me even more tasks because I can manage all of it. They will give you more tasks and they will make you care about them because this is what you show about yourself.
If you carry yourself like a princess, you wouldn't even need to ask for princess treatment. The reason why you're not getting princess treatment is because you're not a princess.
I was literally outside my house when I tweeted. It's like, I don't even know. It was just like, boom. Like, so when I saw the reaction, I was like, okay, well, people are hyping up now, whatever. But what I really meant is that a lot of people are pretending to be princesses. Like, you're not a princess. Like, you don't have that energy. So you're having to ask man for things. That's wrong. That's ill. I have to ask you for something. You should see me like and be like, yo, I want to treat her. Because if I was saying to my friend, if I saw this tweet like last year, I'd be like, that guy is cheap. That guy is, he's not, know your worth. I would have been like that. I would have been in the same train as the girls that were coming for me or whatever.
Of course.
But I realized that, and women don't want to hear that you're treated how you present yourself. And I'm not talking about clothes.
Okay.
I'm talking about you, the attitude of entitlement. It stinks. If you want a man, then don't you need to know how a man thinks and sees things? Or it's like, I don't care. But that I don't care is coming from a place of hurt. You need to heal. Once I did my healing for my last relationship, I'm like, now I'm ready to hear what men are saying. Because before, they say something and I'll take it personal. But you're broke, like, but you're this, but you're that, but you. When you do your healing, you look at yourself and be like, okay, what am I doing? How am I carrying myself? Why am I not getting what I want?
How I started getting princess treatment from every man in my reality. Babe, just 1 year back, I used to get bare minimum from all. But now, people are literally tracking me down to tell me how beautiful I look, how amazing I look. I used to always feel so unnoticed, so unappreciated. I used to feel so bad about myself. But now, everyone in my reality is giving me princess treatment, compliments, gifts, opening door for me. And then, I used to always feel whatever I'm doing, I still felt so unrecognized. But now people literally turn their chairs around to see me when I enter any cafe. They literally buy me coffees, they literally buy me gift cards. And babe, for this, I embodied magnetic energy by mastering the art of detachment. Babe, I realized that there is nothing more unattractive than being in needy energy. So I stopped being in clingy, needy energy. I started giving myself the compliments, the praise, the validation that I was always seeking from other people. And it was a game changer. I started checking my vibes before doing anything and never doing anything to get anyone's attention. I fully dropped my desperate energy, and babe, our energy speaks louder than words. And when I dropped my desperate energy, I automatically became so attractive. And then I started thinking, acting and behaving like high value women. Then I started doing heart chakra meditation, and babe, it was life changing for me. It made me so open and ready to receive all the love, compliments, praise graciously. And then I started dressing and smelling really, really good so that I can be in touch with my divine feminine energy, not for anyone's approval, just to be in that loving magnetic energy. And lastly, I started filling my routines with all the things, with all the stuffs which make me really, really good. And I started radiating so much positivity. So babe, when I changed my energy and started putting myself on pedestal, then receiving princess treatment, receiving gifts, receiving compliments, even from stranger men, became an usual thing for me.